Italy is on the path to recovery. The country now has more ventilators than coronavirus patients. And vaccine trials are set to begin in the UK and Germany on humans. That and more on the Gravitas Coronavirus Tracker tonight.
Oxford University's vaccine for COVID-19 will enter human trials from Thursday. The UK government has put its might behind the project by granting £20 million for the trial. Scientists at Oxford say they hope to produce 1 million experimental doses by September. Germany has also approved human trials of a possible coronavirus vaccine. In the initial stage, 200 healthy people between the ages of 18 and 55 will be given varying doses of the drug. The second phase will focus on higher risk individuals. India has announced stringent punishment for those who attack health workers. A new ordinance has made such attacks non-bailable offences. Attackers face a jail term of 6 months to 7 years. The decision has been taken in the wake of increasing attacks on frontline workers in India. US President Donald Trump and UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson want to reopen their economies. According to the White House, the two leaders spoke on the phone. Johnson, who had been hospitalized after contracting the virus, told Trump he is feeling better and on the road to recovery. Italy now has more ventilators than coronavirus patients, a sign that the COVID-19 situation in the country is under control. Italy's Special Commissioner for COVID-19 has said there are 2,573 patients who are under intensive care and the country has around 2,659 ventilators available. After initial success in controlling the outbreak, Singapore is witnessing a second wave. It has recorded a steady increase in infections with more than 1,000 new cases on Monday and Tuesday. In comparison, during the first wave, Singapore took 45 days to record 1,000 cases. The United States remains the worst hit and is already bracing for a second wave of COVID-19 in the winter months. This second onslaught could be even more devastating because it will collide with another seasonal scourge, influenza. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, in the US has raised an alarm about coronavirus and flu striking together. Taiwan President Tsai Ing-wen apologized on Wednesday for a cluster of COVID-19 infections on a Taiwanese Navy ship. The president said she took responsibility for the outbreak which infected 28 people. The defense minister also offered to resign. More than 700 officers and sailors have been quarantined. More than a dozen tested positive after returning from a training mission in the Pacific. Doctors and nurses in Mexico City's public hospitals continued to protest, demanding protective gear. They blocked the entrance of the Institute for Social Security and Services for State Workers and chanted slogans while holding pictures of doctors who succumbed to COVID-19. 100,000 tulips have been cut in Japan to help comply with social distancing rules. Many visitors had gathered over the weekend when the flowers were in full bloom, leading to the violation of distancing rules. This left local officials with no choice but to cut the flowers. The cut flowers were then donated to kindergartens.